What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Friday, April 14th, 2023. Deep into birthday month for my family. Got a grandmother's birthday, uncles, dad, sister, cousins, pretty much the whole lot. It's crazy. Anyways, today I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast. As always, please subscribe. Please, I beg you. I would consider it a personal favor. Don't forget Sunday night coming up, 8 p.m. Eastern. Me, Jeff, and Sean will be recapping a spring game a little bit. Sunday morning, you'll get my daily blitz as usual, but Sunday night we do our live show. So hop in there. We got super chats popping off. We got questions, comments. We're talking about maybe going to Notre Dame for the Ohio State Notre Dame game week 4. So lots of fun to be had on Sunday night. It's a Sunday fun day. Anyways, today it is Friday. We're talking spring game. I'm going to give you what to watch for. We're going to run through like all the position groups and highlight a few guys. So this might be a little longer than your normal 5 to 10 minutes, but that's what I do. I overachieve. I'm an overachiever. Yeah. Anyways, spring game. We're going to be missing some defensive linemen, shortened rotation of running backs and receivers. Now, the big kick in the sack is Devin Brown, sidelined with a hand injury, minor though it may be. He had a procedure done on Wednesday, but it would have been nice to see the competition between these two quarterbacks, Devin and Kyle, go into the spring game, watch them go head to head, see how they perform in front of a crowd, a real crowd. Who knows? It could be up to 50, 75,000. Supposed to be a banner day weather-wise in Columbus. So get your ass out there. And if anybody's going, let me know. Hit me in the comments. I'd really like to see photos or just some feedback, what you thought of the game and all that. Hit me up. So because we're kind of short on some dudes at running back, receiver, D-line, and then we're out one very important quarterback in this competition, like half of the competition. They're going to turn this into an offense-defense type of scrimmage. Plan is to go ones versus ones and twos versus twos. So you're going to see a lot of young guys playing, a lot of dudes you've never seen play before. Second year guys, freshmen, the whole lot. So keep your eyes peeled for a lot of weird names and numbers. I would recommend, if you're going or if you're watching at home, pull up the freaking roster, because you're going to see some numbers out there that you're like, who the hell is 99? Anyways, Ryan Day on Wednesday talked about the depth on the D-line is an area of concern right now. To that point, I saw Tank Booker, the Maryland defensive tackle, in the portal. He committed to Arkansas. So, all righty, enjoy Fayetteville. Depth on the D line is a concern for Ryan Day. We do have 5 defensive ends going in. So now they have an opportunity to go compete, put it on film, and he said they're going to grade it out, see who grades at a starter level, and go from there. So I assume he's referring to like the twos and the D tackles, because I think our DNs are Jack and JT set in stone, right? Regarding quarterbacks, so we talked about Devin's injury. And Ryan Day still is hoping to name a starting quarterback. Obviously, that's pushed back to the fall. He said Devin will be he just missed a couple practices here to close out spring. So expect a heavier snap count for Kyle McCord. And then Tristan Gebbia, the transfer from Oregon State at quarterback, is going to run with the twos. So they'll be splitting those snaps. the competition, they expect Devin Brown to be back for summer workouts, obviously preseason camp, so he's not missing a major amount of time or anything. Ryan Day said, quote, I think they have both done some really good things. I think there's things they both have to improve on. I think they were sitting right here. They both would tell you the same thing if they were sitting right here. Also, it's two guys competing. One day, one guy has the upper hand. The next day, the other guy might have the upper hand. And those reps have been split up evenly. So enjoy a ton of Kyle McCord on Saturday. Running backs, we know the deal there. We got two running backs. May see a walk-on or two. So you got Dallin Hayden running with the ones, Chip Trainum running with the twos. Receivers, this is where things get a little more interesting to me. You got Marvin Harrison running in the slot position. So enjoy that. Look for that. And then you get to see number 17, Carnell Tate out there. See how he moves around, his size, how he looks compared to the other guys and stuff. Second-year guys that you'll probably see, Caleb Brown, Kojo Antwi, Keon Grays, and the true freshman Bryson Rogers. And also look for Caleb Brown. He took first team reps at kickoff returner and broke a long run in practice. So Caleb Brown, look for him. O-line, obviously we know Fryer's at left tackle. Fourth-year guy. He's taking the majority of reps with the first team at left tackle. Should be a starter by fall, but he hasn't been consistent enough yet to be named the starter, in concrete. They said that, quote, he's getting there. I can't sit here and tell you he's got it locked down just yet. It's just the consistency of doing it over and over again. He has the ability. He's shown he can do it this spring. If he can just increase the consistency, then he will lock it down. You lock it up. Lock it up, Josh. Right tackle, obviously a huge position of competition there. They couldn't give any indication on who the front runner is at right tackle. So you got Zen Michalski, Tegra Shabola. That at least gives us a starter and a second string guy. Shabola's reps with the first team were increased a couple weeks ago when Michalski was out with a little bit of an injury, but Michalski's back. So I expect to see both those guys at right tackle. Day said on Wednesday that we're not there ready to name a starter right now. I don't think either of those guys have stepped up. I think there's been good things, but to say that we're where we're sitting now, we can say those guys are starters moving into the preseason. Can't do that. I'd like to say that, but we're not here. We're not there. So a lot of work to be done in the next few months. Buckeyes are still evaluating options at right tackle. The portal opens on Saturday as well. Ryan Day didn't say there's a pressing need at right tackle getting a tackle out of the portal, but he did say it's a conversation to have. They're going to look at the film and see where we're at. They said, quote, I think we believe in the guys. We know they can do it. We're looking for more consistency. Again, consistency has been like his mantra throughout this spring practice, right? He said, I don't think that it's a situation where we just don't have good enough players. I don't think that's the case. I just think that we need to continue to play. They need to get more and more experience, and they need to learn what it is to be a starter. It's one thing to go against the twos on defense every day. It's another thing on 3rd and 5 and the game on the line. You got to go block the best defensive end in the country, or else we lose the game. It's a whole different feeling. There's a maturation there. So yeah, very, very clear. At center, you got Carson Hinsman in there. He's a front runner, but don't forget you got Vic Cutler. You'll probably see him sprinkled in. Unfortunately, Jacob James was not available all spring due to injury, so he will factor into that competition down the road. But Day isn't ready to name anybody a starter yet. He said, I'd like to tell you, yes, I don't think we're there yet. I think he's done some good things, talking about Carson, but to say that he's earned a starting spot, I don't think we're there yet. So on the defensive side of the ball, what to watch for? Number 97, I say. This guy, Kenyatta Jackson, is a psycho, man. He's a beast. He is going to impress you, and he's going to wear that 97 well. holding him is the only way to stop him. He has multiple ways to beat you, sometimes power, sometimes speed, both, doesn't matter. Keep him in mind as a potential breakout player this year, not just in the spring game, but definitely you're going to see him get in the backfield in this spring game. He's got the speed, length, and the bend. I'm a big length and bend guy. You know that. And then you also got Caden Curry, number 92. He'll be the third defensive end in, and Amari Abor. How healthy is he? He's number 23. I know, weird number for DN, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? Linebackers, you're going to enjoy seeing CJ Hicks, number 11, at the will. He'll be in there for Steele. I assume Steele's not going to play. If he does, regardless, then CJ will be running with the twos. Cody Simon will be in at Mike in place of Tommy Eichenberg. Safeties and corners. Now, this could be an interesting matchup with our receivers. Secondary is going to be tested big time in this spring game because it's going to be pass heavy. They're not going to be doing a lot of running. So I think you're going to see what level of confidence we have in this secondary and how deep we are. The depth is definitely there. And I think in spring, we've seen the coaches be much more confident in the secondary all the way around, corners, safeties, everybody. You got a healthy and refocused Denzel Burt, healthy Jordan Hancock. You got the transfer from Ole Miss, Davison Igbinosun, number 20. Keep that in mind. This is a nice rotation. So I expect to see all three of those guys running with the ones, and probably Igbinosun also at the twos. Ryan Day said, I think we made great strides in the secondary. I've been impressed with our corners. Denzel is playing his best football right now. His offseason, his approach every day. Jordan Hancock, now with a full offseason. Now he's healthy. Now you're starting to see his potential pop. Davison has been a great addition. I think he's raising the level of play of everybody in that room. So who else here? The secondary. Oh, Sonny Styles. Can't forget Sonny. He'll be running with the twos at the Bandit, most likely. It'll be interesting to see if they mix him in with the ones occasionally on defense, but we'll see how they play him. Overall, Brian Hartline will have the headset on and will be calling plays. Apparently, he will have the play sheet, not Ryan Day. So the holder of the sheet has all the power, as we all know. I would just say, again, watch for these young guys. Again, find a roster and watch for some of these young guys, the second-year wide receivers and the freshman wide receivers especially. So enjoy the spring game, whether you're watching at home like I am, or if you're at the game or whatever, watching at a bar with your buddies, whatever. Hit me up. Let me know what you guys think, good, bad, or ugly. I'll have instant reaction for you on Sunday, so we can compare notes then, and then we'll talk about it again Sunday night. So appreciate you. Please subscribe and like the video. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.